the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, don't stop.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are back at the lab, and you know what we're doing. It's another wonderful, wacky season. This time we're doing the Formula Tango World Tour. This is Formula Argentina. So for all you Argentines out there, come join us. We've got a few more spots available. I think 10 just left. Got a couple drivers that are going to be missing the first round of the season, but will be joining us later on as the season goes on. Let's see what we're doing. It's going to be July 5th. That's tonight at Tor Poznan. 7 days later, we're headed out to Suzuka, then back to the US of A for Mid-Ohio, and then we're going to a track that I'm not familiar with again. This one's called Londrina. So before we get too in-depth on what's what and who's who, I think qualifying is just getting going, so let's get a whiff of that as we get away for this wonderful July season. I hope you had a wonderful and safe July 4th. If you were celebrating in the United States, you showed up with all your 10 fingers and toes as well. I'd really appreciate it if you did that. It probably helps with the sim racing, but not saying that you cannot do that sim racing without all 10 fingers and toes. I'm sure there's some people out there who are fully capable and can kick my ass any day of the week. Looks like Chewbacca's got a McDonald's livery sponsored by, and I'm sure he is loving it. Give a little shake of the wheel there. Moving on, let's see who else is looking good in slim. This is Devon. A somewhat plain Jane livery. Maybe didn't come through properly. Let's see if he's got anything on his nose. I think he does. Maybe just a little. He's got a little something going. TV racer. I think nothing doing. Back to it. And Tor Poznan is a track we've seen before, folks, but I'm not sure if it's a track that I've talked about or if it's just a track that we've driven before. One of my all-time favorites. This is a 14-turn track with a lot of them being fast, with a couple twisty bits and chicanes that you can end up straight lining depending on how much of the curving you want to manipulate and take advantage of. But won't see track limits really be a thing here for the drivers, as this is an old school track that has green stuff and brown stuff beyond the white line. So if you do exceed track limits, the drivers will be indicated abruptly so by the environment, and they don't need an electronic warning device to tell them that they've reached track limits. And they'll also lose a significant amount of time when they kick up some of that brown or green stuff behind them. 27's coming out for Quas, 29 for Jade Styles there, 30s for Devon. Who else is out there? Glad to see a couple of other drivers back to the field tonight. I see we have the Huckster, Misfit, Kong, Nathan B, I believe that is in 10th place. And then we've got Dan Feeder as well. So good to see a lot of the resurgence of the old guard, let's say, back in the labs come back as time has freed up during the summer. So welcome back to the grid, everybody. Happy to see you and hope you could stick around for part of the season at least and join us for some more races as the year goes on. Only halfway through and just about a quarter of the way through this qualifying session with just 10.5 minutes left to go. With a 130 right there. Excuse me, Jay Styles with a 129 is what I see on the live timing. I see a lot of green. Chewbacca's going green, and he's on the hard, surprisingly. We'll improve that 131 to something a little bit faster. Is Valloni on a flyer? To the line he goes. Last lap was his best lap. That 127.9 sticks on the medium tires. That's provisionally second place for the V-Dog. Amazing stuff for him. Holy Toledo, only a couple tenths off of Quas. There goes Kong threatening Valloni's challenge for first place with a 127.9. Unbelievable that everybody's able to break in the 127s down right on Quas's heels. And a variety of tires for the top three. You've got Quas on the softs, mediums for Valloni, and then you've got Kong on the softs. Anybody else on the hards? Huck Farrell is on the hards for qualifying right now. His last lap was a 131, but his best lap was a 129.323. Devon crosses the line, 130.0. That would be his best lap. Sticks, there it is after 4 laps at it. We got one that's stuck, and it is good enough for 6th place right now. And off to the pits he goes. Aquas has gone purple and purple in first and second sector by a significant amount, it seems. It might break into the 126s now. There it is, just about 3.5 tenths locked in, getting to the line. What is it for sector 3? 127.1, not quite into the 126s, but 127.1 is a commanding lap. lost 4 a lap around Tor Poznan, very briefly. There we go. There's the map. I'm sorry. I was wondering where that had gone. T8 now for Quas. As he seems to just be trundling along to this line. Let's see if we can sneak on for a flyer. This might be one. Oh, no, and he's off to the pits. Let's see anybody out there on a flyer. Kong in the same place, right around T. Kong is still out there. Let's see if this ride on with Kong can do us any justice as he comes through the final sector. This is turns 11, 12, and just exiting 13 now, and on the 14 is pretty much a full send sector and corner there. Pushes hard to the line. This will be his outlap, so this should be his flyer now. Headed down the main straight towards turn 1. He's got a bit of a tow from the car in front. There will be Jay Styles in front, leading him through the big U-turn of T1. Turn 2 is just a kick along this straight, so don't get lost in it, just like turn 1 at Laguna Seca. And here comes turn 3, a sharp left-hander that leads you into another sharp left-hander, and Huck goes round. Excuse me, Kong goes round on that flyer. Didn't see quite where he dipped a wheel off, but that was round he went. Here's Misfit getting to the line. Will significantly improve. It looks like 130.8, 130.6 for the shoe man. I think that was right behind getting a big fat toe. That sends Shoe into 3rd place, and I believe that sends Misfit into 9th place. So 130.8 there and the 130.6. So it's really close in the front for the top 3, obviously. And then you have another pack kind of in the middle there, fluctuating on the 29s, and then everybody else in the 30s for the most parts. And obviously we've got the Kev Duty, Nathan B, Dan Feeder just getting to grips with the car and enjoying themselves, so I'm sure their pace will pick up in time, or at least pick up the points on consistency alone. Fluctuation on the tower. I think that's as drivers are coming in going. Kevin D, Nathan B, Dan Feeder shuffling around on my live timing page. That Chewbacca who dropped out, bumping everybody up, it looks like. But still holding on to 6th place. Now he's back in. Quas going even faster. Holy Toledo. Is pushing hard. 127.1. He really will break into the 26s now. He sure oughta with this lap. It might be to the line. 126.9. And off to the pits he goes for a well-deserved break. Holy Toledos are out. 3:23 left in this qualifying session. Boss goes 126. Sub 127 may not be achievable for anybody else out here right now. But man, what a bar to set for the other drivers tonight. sporting something fresh and clean. What has he got on? Max with the V-Racer. No livery, it looks like. Min-Max, it's gotta be custom. Just don't know how custom he went with this 130.3. Still holds on. That's his lap right now. Let's see what Nathan B's got in store. He's got a 130.4 that just struck. Nice lap for him. He advances in 9th place, just in front of Misfit. It is a nice livery. Vault Tech approved. Looks like. Get another camera angle on this one. Really nice shot. Nathan is out here improving again on his personal best. That's 1.1 seconds. If that's correct, that'll immediately advance him into the top 6. If that's really Nathan's lap, then Holy Toledo, wow, Holy Toledo. Oh, okay, there's Dan Feeder. Now he's in the top 6. Takes 6th place away from the Shoeman, pushes him down into 7th place. Now the 129s are just filling up as the track goes fully optimum. Hey Phil, glad to see ya. Stopping by from Japan. Holy Toledo, get back to enjoying yourself. The stream will still be here when you get back. Nathan B doesn't advance too much though. You're not missing it. Too much action. Nathan B only goes into 8th place with that 117 Formula Argentina car of his. But glad to see you, Phil. Glad to see you indeed, and hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for stopping by to say hi. Really appreciate the love, brother. As qualifying, please do. I'd love to see that. And as qualifying just comes to a close now, Quassa goes on the hard tires, 126.9. The 27s are locked in for Baloney, Kong, Jay Styles with a 129, Huckster with a 29, Dan Feeder back in action. Shoeman, Nathan B right behind the Shoeman himself, almost identical laps, but Shoeman's did his first. Then Devon with a 130, Min-Max with a 130, Misfit with a 130, and then Kevaduty trailing just by a little bit with that 131, and he will get faster with time. And gosh darn it, Nathan has found more time but lost it in the middle sector. I don't think he'll have the pace in him to make it back up through sector 3. We'll see what he can do. I think he may have lost it all, unfortunately, and had an off. Let's see to the line. It does improve at all. No, straight to the pits he goes. That's the end of his qualifying session. Checkered flags out for most of the driver. I think this might be it. Don't forget to breathe. That is the best thing I've ever seen on a car, and the thing I need to see more of on my own, to be honest. Huck Farrell going around, finishing his qualifying session. I don't think he'll improve either. No, he will not right now. That 129.3 will be his lap. Oh no, he does improve. That 128 promotes him into 4th place. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Misfit, does he improve? No. Man, don't throw him out just too soon. Holy smokes. Got it at the last lap, at the last opportune time. Make sure nobody else has any tricks up their sleeve, as Quas and Valoni are the only drivers out. But the checkered flag has been waved, and that will finish it, I think, for the drivers. Baloney. Our you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Good. Glad you are doing well. Just wanted to say, absolutely retching pace you have there. 1:27.9. Hit it early and hit it hard. Amazing job.
Yeah, I prepared a lot the last 2 weeks because I didn't race on the last with the Caterhams. So
Yep.
yeah, I got pissed.
Are you a fan of the open wheelers?
Oh yeah, still very very much. Actually, they suit me a lot better than the other one.
Really? I didn't know
Because-
that about you.
Like the Glickenhaus.
Right on. Well, I'm glad that you're out here enjoying these open wheelers. They look like they're fun. Well, the session's about to get started. Good luck to you, brother. And remember, just relax.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna hit with quads.
No,
Obviously.
exactly. We're all gonna have fun. Good luck, brother.
Okay, take care.
Right on. Everybody's here to have fun and have a good time. I want to see if anybody else we can grab and talk to very briefly. Maybe we'll talk to Big Dad D. No, let's talk to them. Let's get the Huckster real quick. The Huckster.
What's happening?
I'm just living the dream. How about yourself, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting.
How is it going? Good positioning here, 4th place. How's the car and track suiting you?
Yeah, it seems to be all right. Yeah, there is a big drop off after the top 3. I'm noticing.
But
yeah, I just
nice
made
pack.
it past Jay at the end there.
Yeah, I saw that last lap too. I had thrown you out and said he's not going to do it per the data I saw for your sector 2 time. But man, you pulled it together.
Yeah, well, I switched to soft tires at the end there, so yeah, I was able to make it up. So
Gotcha. So the
yeah,
Delta
we'll
was
see what
alive.
happens in the race here. You know, that's a whole nother issue. So
Absolutely. Good luck to you, brother.
all right, thank you, sir.
And here we are back in the van. Looks like the session is about to get going. Let's see what the drivers are going to be dealing with. It's awfully spicy here. Up in first place for Quas. Boss, Filoni, Kong, Huck, Farrell, Jay Styles, Dan Feeder. Then it's Chewbacca, Nathan B, Devon, Minmax, Misfit, Kevaduty, and I'm hanging out in the pit lane as High does. Just a few more moments before the lights go on. Drivers are ready, the engines are revving, the lights are on, and away we go. Claus punches away towards T1, and can he hold on to this commanding lead that he has in front of him for now? I think he does. The door looks promptly closed. The Kong really far behind, but no, where's the Huckster? The Huckster's down. Well, excuse me, the Huckster's only in 4th place because that's where he started, of course. No change there. Loney dropped back into 3rd place, it looks like. This AutoCam has done us dirty. He's not negotiating this track very well. Action in that field for sure. Side by side through what looks like T6 now, and down through the chicane of 7 and 8. Towards T9 and 10. This is going to be where it gets spicy. Max is trailing Jay Styles and Nathan B, but just in the wake behind him is Devon. A little bit of a mistake from Nathan B going wide at the end of turn 13. Jay Styles managed to keep it clean, and now Chewbacca Suzuka wants to make a move on Kevin Duty from 12th to 11th place now. Round the outside at turn 14. Side by side, down the front straight they go. Getting a little bit of a side draft, sucking him along to the front. And that looks like positions made, but not done completely as they go side by side. And there's an off by Nathan B. I think that is a min-max in the background, headed towards turn 1. And they will rejoin at the back of the hack, safely behind Kevin Duty and Chewbacca. That's not enough action for you. A little bit of smoke from the brakes locking up ahead at turn 4 from the drivers ahead. I think that was the pack of 6, 7, and 8. That's Jay Styles, Devon, and Misfit. This is Kong looking at Valoni, who goes round now. No! Valoni goes round at turn 7, it looks like. Just lit it up on the accelerator. Talk about particle accelerators. That was one of them happening for the Greek. The Greek driver will be able to make up all of this time on track, though. Plenty of it left. 14 laps on the clock. Goes out the cross in first place with that 125 right now. Side by side down the front straight by Nathan B in the Kev Duty, headed towards T1. This is Maloney going a little deep at T1 right now. Exchange still raging on. Now Min-Max is caught up in the mix. This two-way battle has turned into the menage a trois we all know and love. Loney and Misfit change positions up ahead for 7th and 8th position. Min-Max now leads Kevin Duty and Nathan B as they keep on swapping positions through 6, 7, and 8 now. I think they can't make up their minds, and now they do. Now Nathan B is under threat from Kevin Duty from behind. Oh, he goes off and lights it up on the rejoin and sends it into the Polish trees. And I think that's it for Nathan B, unfortunately. Chewbacca trying to make up positions from an early rough start back into 9th place. Trailing Misfit now. He knows he's faster. Again, make up the positions, but we've seen how the drivers have gotten tangled up before. Doesn't want to be involved in any of that. 7th place now for Baloney has made up a few positions and will probably make up a few more. It's quite the shaker, and Baker made it past Misfit in 1 lap. I'm sure he can pull out a few more stops. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Looking at Chewbacca now, of course. Oh, Jay Styles and Dan Feeder getting a little close together now. Get real spicy. Dan looking at Jay Styles. Coming through the trees of turn 14 now. Ooh, there's another battle right behind, so that's not only Jay Styles, Jay Styles and Dan Feeder getting involved, that's also Devon and Valoni getting real close together now. Side by side continues to rage on. Nose to tail right now for all 4 drivers. under threat. Devon on the outside. Can't make anything work there. Looking back, under threat. There's 3 more drivers who want to make a move on this guy, Jay Styles. But he holds on to P4. Just by a thread. Is he the fastest of the Quattro? He looks to be for now, although Valoni is in this pack. He's the fastest of the bunch, obviously. Oh no, now we've got Dan Feeder getting side by side. Oh, getting passed by Devon now. Now a little bump in the road from Valoni into Dan. And I think that was a no harm, no foul contact, obviously. Just a little hurley up as I check the timing. And Valoni has almost goes off there, but manages to keep it collected. I thought he was going to do a Nathan B. Did not. Narrowly avoids the sand. Now he's right in line, right under the nose of Dan. Underneath he goes before turn 14, side by side, has the right to the racing line, forces Dan to the outside line, can't come back. They're side by side down the front straight right now. Just a nose ahead is Valoni. Can he hold on? Dan's going super wide to make sure that Valoni has clear space, and Dan lets it happen. What an amazing battle between these 2 drivers. Does it end here though? Can Valoni drive away from Feeder? Has pulled out low 30s before. He can possibly do it in race pace, but that gap is growing already. I'm not sure he can do it. I think the gap is too far gone at this point. Looking at the shoeman. That's how Valoni did to Feeder. He wants a piece of that action. Got nobody between them now. This stream brought to you by McDonald's. Make sure you send all your Big Macs to @hi@backathelabs.com. Valoni making up ground already, under a second to Devon in front. Oof. Man, oh man. Devon is looking like the boat in Jaws. I haven't seen the movie, don't know if that analogy works, I hope it does. Schumacher's still flirting around with Dan, but now outside that 1 second gap. Stay on for now. I think, for us. Valoni's overtake in the top 5, halfway there. He's not too far off where he started, and he's got the pace to make it all back up. A wheel goes off into the grass, hinders this opportunity to make this pass work. Just kidding. Little change of line for Devon, trying to put the squeeze on Valoni, but Valoni ain't having none of that. Holds onto the racing line on the inside, sticks it down like glue, and the pass is made before they get the kick of turn 2. Valoni is absolutely on a rampage. Devon's getting close, but no touching, he says. What an amazing battle Valoni has had all race long. This might be where we stick it out for the remainder of the championship. He's glued on this guy. Knew he was good, didn't know he was this good. That gap is growing at the front from Quas to Kong. It's 9 seconds now. Second a lap at this point. This is Feeder and Chewbacca, Misfit. And Feeder now must have had a mistake. Feeder goes back down the order one more into 9th place now, surprisingly. Not sure how that happened. Feeder back at Misfit on the inside of turn 1. Side through the gate, just a nose ahead. Ooh, Misfit and Feeder going at it, really putting a lot of trust into each other. Looking at this battle. No, J-Styles goes off. Where is this? J-Style goes off, and that's 13. Oh, goes right across the track. He spun out. His tires are so hot. I don't think he can regain control of the car. Off to the pits he goes. Man, J-Styles, no. Lost control of his car at turn 13, going through the chicane of 12. Man, oh man. Oh, not the way we wanted to see that battle end. He was commanding the drivers behind, but now Valoni is instantaneously promoted into 4th place by that mishap. And he is almost back into contention from where he started this race in P2. Lockup from Feeder. Pretty normal 3 laps left from all the drivers now. I think it's as close as it's been in a while to Misfit. Oh no! And Min-Max goes a little sideways there at turn 4. Man. What a chase he was putting on, and it seems like some of the drivers, when they get just a little too close, they get their tires lit up. Flying too close to the sun. Looks like Feeder now will just have to trundle along, and not get caught again by a misfit as only 2 laps are left for the Crazy Twins. Baloney with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.5. Holy Toledo, I told you he was on a rampage. I told you he was on it. Man, oh man, 1.4 seconds separates him from the Huckster. He is on a rampage. Can he make, and oh my God, is that Kong right in front? It is. Oh my goodness. He has the pace to do it in 2 laps. Baloney will catch indeed. Dan's catching up to Shoeman. Somehow, some way, this battle has gotten close. A blink of an eye. Baloney will catch as well on the 14th lap. That will be the battle we'll have to watch as Quas will finish it in silence. 1:28.6 for him on that last lap. He's obviously not pushing as hard as Baloney is. There it is, getting to the line. That is a 1 second gap now. 13th lap, 8/10 separating them for lap time and 1 second separating them right now. Baloney indeed will catch. This is Feeder on the Shoeman. Baloney goes back behind Devon somehow. Must have had an error at the end of turn 1. Now is just leading the Shoeman and the Feeder battle. A little hung up by Baloney now. Suzuka just lurking in the mirror behind. Right on the tail of Baloney, side-by-side contact. Baloney's able to rejoin the track just ahead of Feeder, but Shoeman's checking up as well. This is the track misfit into the mix now as Shoeman almost throws his nose at Feeder. This two-way battle, or this silent race has turned into a 4-way battle. Shoe under threat from misfit. The blue car behind the McDonald's one. GoPro hanging off the side of Misfit's car. Hope he's got a good shot of the action. This is gonna be nasty. Who's got the best slipstream down the front straight? Feeder tries to shake away Shoeman on the inside. Is it enough? Never enough. Baloney's watching it all go down behind him. Oh, there's Misfit going off in the background, but Shoe and Dan's managed to keep it side by side. Shoe goes through on Feeder. Side by side, that's through turn 4. Shoe goes round at the end of turn 4. Man. Holy smokes. What an exciting 30 seconds it has been. 14th lap, checkered flag is out. That's Quas taking it. And we've got Kong in P2. Just some 1 second a lap back per lap. In second place, and then the Huckster in third place. Just behind him is Devon clinching 4th place after Baloney's little mistake early on in the race, and then another one at the last opportune moment for him in 5th place. Dan Feeder in 6th after a hard-fought battle, climbing back in 4th, and then Chewbacca claiming 7th place after spilling some blood on the track himself. But climbing backwards and forwards, just regaining some positions there. Min-Max gaining 2, Misfit gaining 2, Kevin Duda gaining 2, Jay Styles and Nathan B both succumbing to the track limits here at Tor Poz, which results in utter and shudder death. Oh man, gonna need a break for that. Loney, how are you doing?
Oh man.
Does it help to know that you were the fastest guy on track tonight? You had a 1:38.5. You had the fastest lap on your raging recovery back behind Huck Farrell. That was insane driving.
Oh my God.
I think in 2 laps you made up what, 3 positions, 4 positions? You were insane.
Yeah, that was a cool race actually. I mean, I lost. I had cold tires on that damn hairpin down there. I just pushed a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the issue mainly. And then I had to catch up, but then another small mistake kept me behind. I think Jay.
Devon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing. I was in front of me. I had in front of me Kong, Huck.
Oh, right in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah. But another small mistake, got me behind again.
But still,
it's okay.
Yeah. What an amazing race and very entertaining. I hope you watch the stream back and thoroughly enjoy it. You were the highlight of the entertainment.
That's what I'm doing every time, man.
Right on, brother. I appreciate the love, man, and just an amazing battle. Amazing. I know it's not the result you wanted, but amazing race. That was so fun to watch.
Happy to offer some excitement.
Thank you for the entertainment, brother. Take care.
Thank you.
And DJ Sam LaFleur says hi.
Hey, hi.
All right, take care.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Right on. Kong in here. Kong, kept your nose clean. No boogers, no gold up there, sir.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Living the dream, thank you for asking. But yeah, no nose boogers for you, huh? You're looking clean as a whistle, I think, on the car goes.
Yes, sir.
And a nice P2. How'd you manage to do that?
Valoni kind of took himself out, unfortunately.
Yeah,
he was in front of me. I was gonna have to push if I was staying with Valoni, and then he took himself out, and I was like, well, Quaz is already 6 seconds ahead, so.
And a good commanding pace for you. Was Huck any threat behind? Stayed around that 1 second gap. Were you worried at any second?
A few times when I made like some mistakes, I threw some pocket sand at him, seeing if it would back him up.
And did the oil slicks or the pocket sand work by any chance?
Yeah, he backed off for like 2 seconds, and then I was good.
I will keep that one in the record book for next time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Con.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Always love to get a little bit of insight from some of the drivers. Let's see if Feeder wants to talk to us. Mr. Feeder, how goes it?
Oh, hello, how are you?
I am living the dream. How about yourself?
Good, man, it's nice to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. And you've had a little bit of an accordion style of a race, it looks like.
Yeah, I was up and down all over the place. Breaking myself mostly.
Oh, was that it? Personal mistakes?
More or less. Not a lot of laps on this track.
Ah, okay. And yeah, we saw that you were able to get just one really good lap in towards the end of the qualifying session. Were you just building that pace up and that comfortability?
I mean, yeah, pretty well. Just feeling her out.
Nice, nice. And how are you enjoying it?
Ah, man, these cars are a blast. The draft effect is super fun. Yeah, they're super quick.
And how is it for like the snap oversteer? I've seen a couple drivers with like some snap oversteer on corner exit. Is that something that you see happening a lot, or not? So that might be setup dependent.
Honestly, I have it pretty managed. I don't notice it much at all. But it's just my front right. I can't get any heat into it.
Oh, interesting. Front right around this track. Well, it is a clockwise facing track, so all the heat's going to be generated on that outside line. I get you.
Hard tires, baby.
Oh, and hard, cold tires. Interesting. How cold and hard are they, sir?
Ooh.
Is it, excuse me, sir, is it cold in here, or are those just your tires? Alrighty, well, I'll leave you to it, and hopefully you have a good running at it, Mr. Feeder. Take care.
All right, man. It's always a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us. Take care. All right. Let's shake and let's bake it, folks. Drivers are all filled up on the grid, waiting for a few more ready ups. Pump of the throttle is all we'll need to see. Drivers revving their engines in anticipation. Maloney, Devon, Huck Farrell, Kong, Quas, Dan Feeder, Schumacher, Minmax, Misfit, Kevin J Styles, Nathan B, all taken to the grid today. Inverse top 5. Away we go, folks. Maloney leads the way into turn 1. We have AutoCam absolutely ruining the game for us. There's more action going on behind. Who is there? Everybody is making some action happen. Huxter's already side by side with Kong, I think. And Kong goes through, it looks like, for the most part, 3 wide and down in turn 4. Side by side, 2 by 2 by 2 nearly. Maloney leads Devon, Huck, Kong, Quas in 5th place, right behind Kong right now in the orange car. Getting in first, 8th and 9th position in the background of these battles. Up ahead, side by side, it looks like Kong goes through on Quas to make sure that position's held on. Quas lingers behind, just moving 3 tenths. Devon might be losing Veloni now. That's a 1 second gap that will be hard to close back down. We saw Quas's pace early on. He might be able to make it up, but can he get through the pack of cars ahead? 5 cars ahead. Thank you very much for joining us. If you are here live, appreciate the love and the support. Go ahead and hit that like or subscribe button if you choose to do so. Especially because we have to say that I've got to say it for some reason. Lost 2 tenths back from Kong still. Waiting. Dan, the magic man, min-max like a tasty morsel. 4 tenths back. Can he do anything about it? The Huckster side by side with Devon. Couldn't make anything happen. Wanted to make a move stick. Couldn't do it. Now we've got Quas looking at Kong. This is Kevin Dewey getting under threat from Nathan B. Behind. A wheel goes off in the grass at the king. Everything's okay for now. No, Nathan B. goes through. I think he is through. Locks it down on Kevin Duty side by side, holding on, holding steady for now. 3-4 3-way battle as just concluded, and now so is this one. Devon and the Huckster are now backwards across the track. Huckster letting everybody go through. There's Devon, who got crossed into second place with Min-Max. I couldn't see what happened. I thought we were watching the Nathan B battle there, and then all of a sudden it turned into the Huck Farrell battle. This is Min-Max chasing down Cross. This is Dan and Paul now, 4th and 5th, right behind Cross and Min-Max, 2nd and 3rd. That's how positions work in racing. 29.5 for Valoni. Running away from the cars behind, 130.9 for Cross. Valoni's going to have to manage those tires if he wants to make it to the end, pacing himself against his opponent Cross. He's got the pace, he just needs the consistency now. Cross is only 3.5 seconds back though, so that balance has got to be pitch perfect. Keep an eye on it, call it out as we see it. Dan's close to calm. 6/10. Dan might feel like a fish out of water as he gains that comfortability in the track. He's got a little bit of gap behind him to Misfit. So he can play around just a little bit. It is all popping off. Thanks for joining us, John. Absolute madness and calamity. Finally settling down on the 3rd of 14 laps. Tenths back from Min-Max. Cap's come down 2.7 seconds now. We're running to Cross. Let's see what that lap time ends up being. Clause, that's 128.6 to 129.4 for Maloney. That is closing fast, folks. Side by side, this is Colin and Min-Max. Dipping a wheel off into the dirt. That's going to slow his effort by a lot. Is through and has the pace to charge ahead, biding his time, or bid his time, I should say. And also pushing hard, dipping wheels off as his comfortability grows. Watching the other drivers sure has got to help. A lot by doing a little bit of lead follow for just a few laps. Some experience. A few drivers up and down the grid. Their varying styles. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, that makes a lot more sense. How's that? That probably sounds a little more normal. Much better, probably. That probably sounds a lot more normal. Maybe a little too normal. Did it right there. All right, back to the action. Dan Feeder on Min-Max. This battle has continued and not relented. We're on lap 5 of 14 right now, so Dan the man might hold up and watch Min-Max. He knows his way around this place. He's been here before. He's been here again. looking at now. This is Nathan B. He's trundling along behind Kevin Duty, trying to make his way downtown, walking fast, faces bound. He might be homebound. And this is Dan trying to make that move on Min-Max. On the inside of 14, there is contact. He drifted out just a little bit wide, and Min-Max is able to rejoin the track safely and properly. But Dan is off into the races, heading towards turn 1 with a big gap behind him. The drivers making their way through turn 1 and turn 2 to kink. Nathan B coming towards turn 4. That's at turn 4 with Dan the Man. Back to Min-Max. Kevin Duty involved with Nathan B, it looks like. Ooh, a little bit of a lockup from Nathan B as he was almost on the inside of a 3 wide. And oh no, those cars went sideways on throttle. That looked exactly like what happened to the Huckster. And who was that earlier? I can't remember. Might have been Misfit, I think. Almost the exact same spot. Now really threatening Valoni. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake from Quas. I think that gap opened up when he wiggled there at the end. Nice, very clean livery. No, Valoni has a mistake. Oh no, and I think that'll be it at turn 6 for the V-Dog. And Quas is through now, and that's all it takes, folks. Just one tiny little mistake. And a guy like Quas will not ask twice. He will take advantage. Quas has a mistake. He is human. He has made mistakes before. If he makes any mistake, Valoni will pounce right back, but we're at the halfway point already. Medium tires for Quas, hard tires for Valoni, and most of the field. Another driver, Min-Max, able to make those mediums work. Peaceful race so far. I'm sure things will spice up in the final half. Of course, right? Good old commentator's curse, about to smack somebody in the face any second now. Let's talk about Tor Poznan. It's the largest circuit in Poland and really is a hidden gem. It's fast with what I call great runoff areas and absolutely outstanding outlines for track limits and what they mean. A The track was created in 1975 and 77, and they wanted to convert some land from the old airport, Poland's oldest airfield, obviously at the end of the use of the Cold War, and then was promoted by the Automobile Club of Wielkopolska and the FSR Polomo Company. And they produce tarpon cars, vans, and off-road vehicles. Anyways, great. The race is on between Mid-Max and Feeder as I fumble over my words. GT3 Racing and many others raced here at Tor Poznan, and is an icon and hidden gem of Poland, as said before. As Feeder leads Mid-Max, crisscross applesauce, able to block off any thwarted attempts at recovering that position back. A little bit of understeer from Min-Max, I think. It looked like he had full wheel lock there, and he wasn't getting any more rotation out of the car than what he was getting. Maloney with the fastest lap of the race, 128 flat. Doing his best to stay glued onto Quas in that 1 second gap range to get some slipstream. He's going to leave it all out on the line. Min-Max will not relent. Excuse me, not Min-Max. Baloney will not relent, it sounds like. He's willing to push it hard, leave it all out on the line. For now. Oh, and there's Misfit. Oh no, Misfit having a big mistake, it looks like. Goes back into 8th place. Our camera did not save us there. For Jay Styles. Maloney still lingering around that 1 second gap. Boss could not seem to shake him at all. What's up, step bro? Come to watch this amazing race with Valoni, I hope. Valoni's doing Valoni things in 2nd place right now. 1 second off of Quas, if you can believe it, with only 3 laps left to go. He's amazingly fast. Once he gets the consistency down and a little bit more time, wheel to wheel, he is going to be a menace to deal with. No, Valoni's off at the chicane. There goes the commentator's curse, and he's able to rejoin. Man, that is it. I'm done saying nice things about my friends. Every time. That's not a nice thing to say. Well, if I said that, I bet Kong would not crash. And here goes Misfit having another error, it looks like. Something happened to him and Nathan B. Now both back into 11th and 10th place. G Styles doing work and trying to get back into 6th place, it looks like. G Styles making his way downtown, promoting 4 places now. And feeder, and Min-Max doing well themselves. Devon not having a great time, and Nathan B ending up where he started again, unfortunately. Don't believe Jay has got the pace. Oh, excuse me, he does. Jay's now dropped into the 128s, and the Huckster is still lingering on the 129s for best lap, so possibly so. Maybe it's not maybe it's not us watching Veloni. Maybe Veloni's watching us watch him, and that's why he won't get a win if we watch him, watch him, watch me, watch him, watch me. I think that's how that works. I think I said that right as well. And Jay Styles is passed. Oh, is trying to make his pass make on the Huckster. Did not make it actually stick, just looked like it. Intimidations are out. Lap 12, lap 13, excuse me, of 14. Of course it makes sense, it's science. And maths. And Jay Styles might make this move happen on the Huckster, thank you. Right. Oh, Misfit dips a wheel off into the dirt behind the Kev Duty. Like I say again, these track limits are brutal and steep and sharp, as you can see here. We have a British style curbing system where if you go over too much, not only will you go wide into the dirt, but you have a threat of cutting down a tire. Similar to Donington Park, and similarly there if you try to run low tire pressures. And oh, there goes Veloni again with another mistake. Can he recover? Third place, fourth place as Dan goes by. We're not seeing him come through this corner. The track is clear. There he goes. Veloni into fourth place now. Boss will finish it out. White flag, checkered flag. Nice finish, nice victory for Quas. That is a commanding victory. 12 seconds ahead this race. I think it was 14 seconds last race. Good drive for the Euro Taller car. And Quas. Kong takes P2, driving solo. Doesn't have a livery for the Boneyard crew. Surprise, surprise. Upsetting to not see that here in full form. And Dan Fielder in third. Veloni in fourth. Min-Max in fifth. The Huckster in sixth. Jay Styles in seventh. We've got the Shoe Man taking to eighth place. Vaughn in ninth place. Kev Duty in 10th place. And then Min-Max in 11th place, with Nathan B finishing it out in 12th now. A beautiful livery. Let's talk to Min-Max real quick. Min-Max, how are you doing?
What up?
Not much. How about yourself?
Oh man, it's hot in this VR headset in the summertime, man. I tell you what.
Oh man, I could only imagine. And you were getting chased down by quite a few people in both races. You must be
Yeah.
a bit sweaty, aren't you?
I felt the pressure. I felt the danger. I felt
you?
surrounded.
You should be.
I was fighting, and then there's a couple of close little calls and a couple little bumps. Luckily, nothing too bad, but it's how you battle. It's how you hold the spot as best as you can.
Absolutely, and you got to give a good shout out to, I believe it was the Huckster, Huck Farrell, who picked the track and car combos. And man, I wasn't too sure about him when he picked him, but man, now I am a believer. The runoff was perfect. The track layout was good. It looked like the slipstream was great, and you were going 3 wide in some places.
Yeah, they feel really controllable, and so it's like, I mean, they're so responsive. It's just like you feel like you can get 3 wide that close and still somewhat maintain. So
And still have command of the vehicle, huh?
oh yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't feel like, I mean, either you're gonna brake too hard and lock it up, but most likely that'll stop you at least more than enough to actually avoid any sort of major. So
And then
yeah.
what about a little bit of, I've seen a couple drivers have some sort of like on throttle snap oversteer. Is that something that you've had to deal with yet or no?
Yeah, there's that U-turn, that like really slow U-turn, and then it goes left, right, left, and yeah, I felt a couple of times like whenever I was snapping back over from left to right, I was about to lose it. Luckily, I never did, but yeah, you just gotta be a little bit more gentle in that part. But for the most part, man, yeah, you just throw that car around pretty well. It'll listen to you. It'll be at least somewhat tame.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Really appreciate that, Ben Max.
Yeah, fun times. Looking forward to the rest of the races. I like the car. So
Me too, man. Me too.
good job, Huck.
I'm a believer. Good job, Huck.
I'm a believer.
Well,
Thanks,
have a
Huck.
good night. Take care, brother.
Cheers. Later.
Anybody else we want to talk to? Is there anybody else in here? I don't think so. It's just you, me, and the girls. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here for us. We have some other drivers here we can't talk to. Let's grab Misfit. Let's grab Misfit. Misfit.
Oh, hey.
Hello. How are you?
I'm all right.
Welcome back to the grid. Are you living the dream?
Oh, you know it, man. Sitting on my...
Well, great, and glad to have you back. How are you enjoying the vehicles? A lot of spicy battles going on up and down the field.
Yeah, these things are pretty fun. They're a little quiet, but they do sound good. You hear that turbo spool up, and then when you lift off, it shoots this flame out the back, and makes it a lot of fun to drive.
And a little bit of this, snap oversteer I keep seeing some people plagued by on throttle seems to be a little violent. Are you succumbing to any of that, or?
My issues happened near the end of the race, so I'm going to blame the tires.
Okay. Were you on the mediums or were you on the hards as well?
I was on the hards, and I definitely was noticing some give in the tires near the end of the race.
Oh, wow. That's surprising. Holy Toledo. I didn't know they were going to be that susceptible to intimidation.
Maybe I was overheating them. Maybe I'm not,
Well, we've all got to do our work to work the tires, right?
You know it.
All right. Well,
That's
thank
how
you
we
very
wrap
much for the
it.
insight. I appreciate it, brother. Have a great night.
Thanks,
Anything
man.
else you wanted to share? Excuse me.
Hi is the greatest commentator we have.
That is the only commentator that Back at the Lab currently has. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And if anybody from IMSA is watching, I am looking for a new job. So call me. Live in California. But thank you very much for the shout. I appreciate it, sir. Have a
Cool,
good
man.
night.
Have a good night.
And that will be it for us tonight, folks. That is all. So long. Farewell. It's time to say adieu, just like the Von Traps, folks. Have a great night. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out as always. I don't know why you guys do it. Apparently you guys enjoy this stuff, so I'll keep doing it. I'll see you in 1 week's time. We're going to Japan. See you in Suzuka, folks. As always, please stay safe. Good night.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just step it up. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.